Happy Thursday, Pine Belt, and welcome into your weekend preview. We got a lot of fun to make up for after the frost and the freeze, and also after being away for a while. This is Ryan and I's first weekend preview of the new year.
That's true. First WP of 2024.
Now, you have some good news for us weather-wise, though, now that we're defrosting.
Relatively good.
Thawing out.
Yeah. We are going to see a pretty nice warm-up coming soon. We'll get to that in the forecast, but it's just the roller coaster. You know, we'll be right back down. February is pretty cold for us, so.
Yeah, Rex gave us a tease yesterday that we may just be in the same spot again in a couple of weeks. Well, we'll see. All right, you know we like to keep things light on weekend preview, but we're starting this show with a serious opportunity that we're going to tell you about. So let me get this together. The SOAP Project is a volunteer-driven program committed to discreetly connecting victims of human trafficking with life-saving resources, and you can help. So this is SOAP, and SOAP stands for Save Our Adolescents from Prostitution, and SOAP Up Hattiesburg is looking for participants to label bars of soap and makeup remover wipes with the National Human Trafficking Hotline number. Now, they then distribute them to hotels and motels across the city, and volunteers will also receive training on how to spot signs of human trafficking. That training will be appropriate for middle school age kids and older, but volunteers must be 16 years old to go to the hotels, and this event begins on USM's campus at the Trent Lott National Center on Saturday, and registration begins at 9 a.m. Training starts at 10, and volunteers hit the road at 11:30. So, like we said, we like to keep it light, but sometimes we have serious causes that we like to spread the word about. So if you're interested in that, especially if you're a parent that wants to educate your child on something like that, it's something you can get into.
I was just about to say, you know, we're both parents of younger kids. Mine just turned 5, turning 6 pretty soon, but you know, these are difficult things, and you know, he's old enough that we needed to talk to him about stuff like this. Like there are people out there who might take you or things like that, and so it's a hard thing to get across, especially to young kids. So if there's an opportunity to learn, check it out. Yeah,
maybe a good opportunity to have someone help you have those tough conversations.
It was pretty tough, I can tell you that. He didn't get it, but ultimately we got there, I think. But moving on, there's still time to get a healthy start to the new year with Walmart's first Wellness Day of 2024. This Saturday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., locations across the Pine Belt are offering free health screenings like glucose, cholesterol, and blood pressure. You can also get affordable immunizations from COVID-19 and the flu to hepatitis and HPV. And that last one, super important. The American Cancer Society says Mississippi ranks last of all the states for the first dose of the HPV vaccine for 9 to 12-year-olds. So make plans to get yourself and your loved ones vaccinated this Saturday. You can find participating stores at walmart.com/wellnesshub.
And doctors always tell us it's never too late to get those vaccines. I know right before Christmas, it seemed like everyone was dropping down with the flu. Knock on wood, it didn't happen in my
normally
household.
Get my flu shot, and I kept putting it off for whatever reason this year and missing my appointment, and then I ended up with the flu. I was out for a week, if you remember.
I remember.
So my wife got it, and she had the shot. Yeah. And she still was sick, but not as much as I was by a long shot.
She got over it faster. Wow. And then you also had strep with it, so you probably felt like you were knocking on heaven's door.
I was there.
He's fine, though.
I was hearing the harps playing.
You were hearing the harps. All right, from Ryan hearing the harps, but not answering the call, thank goodness. Switching gears now to it's a new year and a perfect time to find a new hobby. I need a hobby. I read. Reading's a hobby, huh?
Yeah.
I guess. So here are some opportunities for you to learn new skills and make new friends as well. 2 for 1. Okay, first up, learn the art of basket weaving using locally sourced pine needles. Saturday afternoon from 1 until 4, artist Deneen Jones teams up with the Petal Arts Council to offer this class at the Petal Civic Center. It's $25 per person, and that fee includes all materials and instructions to create your own basket, but space is limited. So call 601-520-0235 to reserve your spot for basket weaving today.
I didn't even know you could do that with pine needles. Anyway,
Not either.
let's explore new recipes and share your favorites at the 641 Cookbook Club. This appetizing affair meets every third Saturday of the month at 10:30 a.m. at the Laurel Library. So cook up some fun this weekend and bring your prepared dish for everyone to sample and the recipe for everyone to steal. Looks like some homemade pasta there in the picture.
Now, that's something that I would be interested in learning, homemade pasta. But I think you need that big, expensive machine. All right, happening tomorrow, it's a bingo for a cause at the YWCO of Laurel. January bingo night is raising money for the Arc of the Pine Belt region, and they're selling bingo cards for $10. And get this, with a $5 donation, you can get an extra card for free. Doors open at 6 p.m. tomorrow at the YWCO, and bingo starts at 6:30. Chick-fil-A dessert and coffee will be available to buy, and everyone will get a free bag of popcorn. Sounds like a lot of fun. When's the last time you played bingo?
Oh, man.
I know, me too.
Decade or more.
Like,
actually, I think the last time I played was at like a baseball game. You know, the whole stadium.
Oh.
And I ran down, I had my card, and like right before I got there, like the person sitting next to the bingo guy was like, oh, boop, and just handed it to him. And I'm like sweating because I ran like a mile to get there. And I didn't get a prize. I was like 11.
oh, it
ridiculous.
has been a while. 11
Yeah,
years
it's been a
old.
while.
I'm going to say it was around that age for me too. I haven't done it in a while. All right, from bingo to tasting Korean cuisine this weekend at the backed by popular demand Korean Food Bazaar. A brand new combo headlines the menu along with some familiar favorites as the Samang Korean Baptist Church of Hattiesburg cooks up classics. But listen up, because today's the last day to pre-order with items like galbi or Korean short rib or kimbap rolls and kimchi on the menu. You don't want to miss out. You can find the pre-order form at the SKBCH's Facebook page, and you'll pick up your food Saturday between 11 and 2 at the church. That address is 510 Weathersby Road next to Turtle Creek Mall. Looks good.
Yes, I will take the number one there. Probably two of those with an unsweet tea. I don't know. It sounds good. Anyway, let's move on to the weather here, which is a little bit more gray than it has been the last couple of days. You know, to start off the week, we had some rain move in, and then it got exceptionally cold on us at that same time, and we ended up with some icy problems. In fact, there's some rare places out there that are pretty shady. We have one over here near the studio where it is still icy out there, and it's one of our sidewalks. You got to walk around that. So watch for those very stubborn areas, but other than that, we're already above freezing, not by much though, at 37 as we head towards the afternoon here. Feels like 33 though with that little bit of a breeze, but thankfully that wind chill's not too big of a problem like it was yesterday morning where we were down in the single digits. So definitely an improvement there, just gray, but rain will come in. Right now we're not seeing too much other than cloud cover, but I still don't expect too much, and it does look like it's thinned out kind of more along with what I was expecting to see. It was pretty robust earlier, but now you can see the few and far betweenness of these showers that we're expecting. That's it, like showers to a sprinkle would be all I expect here, not even a chance of a rumble of thunder. But you see that it's pretty few and far between. Basically comes down to a coin flip. There's going to be the showers out there. Is one of them over you at any given time? Not really. There aren't very many of them, but you see they continue to stream through for about the next 8 hours or so. Once we start heading towards the nighttime, that's when things start to drop off, and I don't expect we'll see any rain through the morning hours. So current temperatures are finally starting to get away from the 20s and really low this morning, and that's of course up from where it was the day before, but still chilly in those 30s. We're headed towards the 60s though. I expect that rain to keep us a little bit cooler than it's showing here, more mid to upper 50s, but those 60s on the southern end, absolutely perfect. And as we head through the night, you see our warmest morning, I believe, of the week so far. Couple of degrees above freezing now. Remember, it was single digits just 2 mornings ago, and yesterday it was pretty bad as well, and this morning we were still in the 20s. So high temperatures, then heading into Friday, look at that, 40. So that's below where we'll be today. So the warming trend has stopped as of tomorrow morning, and we start cooling after today's front. So that's going to take us into a pretty cool weekend here. You see our highs dipping down to almost the upper 30s again there for the Hattiesburg area, then inching up at first and then shooting up as we head into the middle of next week. as some rain moves in along with those springtime temperatures. So if you've had enough of the frostiness, next week is for you. You're just going to have to deal with the grayness and the rain as well, because things are going to be dry through this cold and beautiful weekend. But once we head into next week, the rain starts creeping in, and I don't expect any given day to be bad or anything like that, but we will just continue to see days of gray, rainy weather. And you can see what that looks like here. You didn't even notice today's front going through, but once we start heading into Monday night, there you can start seeing some showers popping up, and then it just continues. As this moves through, we see a series of fronts beginning to be dragged through the area, and that sticks with us, as you see, all the way until Thursday night here. And if anything slows down, we could see that into Friday morning as well. So warmest right now, but look at those weekend temperatures, especially the mornings, low 20s, upper teens across the area. And then by the time we head into next week, the springtime weather arrives with its springtime temperatures, but along with that rain.
All right, we got one more event for you guys. Looking for something fun for the whole family? Well, hop to it, Pine Belt, and get your tickets for Frogs Right, Why Not Me? A Story of Being Free. This original theater performance was written and produced collaboratively by the USM Theater and Dance Programs and is presented by the Hattiesburg Arts Council. Now, this isn't a weekend event, but it's such a cool production that we wanted to give it a shout out. It takes stage at 9 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. Some rainy days, but at least it's something inside at the Historic Sanger Theater. Tickets are $3 and can be bought on the HAC website. All right, Pine Belt, they'll do it for us.
I think so.
He's done. I'm done.
I'm out of words.
But if you haven't had enough of us, you can see us at midday.
I'll have words then.
He'll have a lot. See ya.
Adios.